Good morning. Welcome into the Morning Wager here on Pick Dawgz, PickDawgz YouTube, and PickDawgz.com. Mark Zinno with you here on this Thursday, November 13th, coming off another premium play winner last night. Central Michigan gets us home pretty much with relative ease. Close in the first half, it pulled away late and didn't really have much of a sweat there in that one. So if you guys tailed along, certainly appreciate you doing so as we continue to kind of warm up and heat up here as we get into the colder months of the year. But we've been on a good run as of late, continuing to cash tickets. So go to that my premium page rather and get the 3-day package and 7-day package. Best thing you guys can do. It's the best value out there. We're going to have a nice college card again coming up on Saturday. Already looking at the board and put together a list of games that we really like. So we'll get to at least 5, if not 7 games this weekend for you guys. Again, easiest thing to do, the 3-day package, 7-day package, smartest way to go is to do that, and you'll get all the college and NFL plays. And highly recommend going from Friday to Sunday, but 7-day package is even smarter because you'll get every football play, college and NFL, throughout the week. So, and as we start to dabble into college basketball, we were great in college basketball last year, number 1 at my previous employer in college hoops last season in 2025, and so it's a great time to jump on board here and get some extended passes. Don't forget to check out Top Dawgz College Edition today on Thursday, Top Dawgz NFL Edition on Friday. Me and Jeremy Conn give you guys a lot of great information. That'll be up, sometime this afternoon here on Thursday, so check that stuff out as well over here on the Pick Dawgz YouTube channel. All right, let's get to the games for tonight. 4 picks, as always. We'll start in the NFL with Thursday Night Football, Jets and Patriots. We are going to take the Jets plus 7.5 in the first half. Do you guys realize for as good as the Patriots have been this year and for as much as they've won, they've only had more than a 7-point lead at halftime just once this entire season, and that was against the Carolina Panthers, and that was also in the first half where they had an 87-yard punt return for a touchdown. I don't play big favorites, and I'm not going to here. It's a Thursday night, it's a divisional game, it's a short week. Look, and guys, there is absolutely a path where the Patriots just destroy the Jets. They absolutely mollywop them. 100% could see it. They could be up 21-3 at half. There is a world where that happens, and I could absolutely see it. However, I'm not going to bet on the Patriots to do that. They've been in first half game. They've been in the first half. It's been tight in a lot of these games. And it was against against lesser teams. Let me just pull this up here for a second, because when you look at the Patriots and who they've played, it was tight against the Dolphins. It was tight against the Browns. It was tight against the Titans. It was tight against the Saints, the Falcons. I mean, they haven't been pulling away until the second half of games. So if you're not feeling anything here and you don't trust this, other piece of advice, sit down for the first half and play the Patriots in the second half, because that's exactly what I may do. If I don't get to the window here in the Jets in the first half, I'll wait. And if it forecasts the way it does, then I'll play the Patriots in the second half. They've been outscoring teams in the second half much more than you would think. In fact, now you guys got me curious. I want to pull this up here while I'm actually recording, because I want to see what their scoring is in the second half of games here this year. Let's see. In the second half, where is New England? Interesting. They score more on the road than they do at home. They don't have to score that much in the second half. You want to know why? I'll tell you what. Here's the other way to look at this. And I don't know why I'm doing this with you guys on air, but I'm just kind of curious now. Scoring defense. I want to see how they handle scoring in the second half. There we go. Second half points per game. New England is 7th in the league in second half points per game allowed. So they are a second half team. That was the whole point of me telling you that. Moving on here, Jets plus 7.5 in the first half. College game tonight. Troy, Old Dominion, over 52. This is a little bit of action tonight in the Sun Belt. Here's where I like the over. First of all, both these teams are coming off a bye, so they've had extra time to prepare. They've had 12 days off. That's number one. Number two, Troy had scored at least 30 in every conference game until their last game out against Arkansas State at home. So their offense should get back on track here against Old Dominion, who, oh, by the way, is laying double digits here. Troy is actually catching 11.5, and I lean Troy here, but I want to take the over because if there's any way that Old Dominion covers this game, it's because they're scoring a lot. If you look at them, 31, 24, 27, 24, 47, that's what they've been scoring here in conference play this year. So their offense can put up a lot of points. They also have a good turnover differential. That's helped them out a lot. Should be extra possessions in this game, but this is an Old Dominion offense that can move the ball and score quick. We're going to go over 52 here. I think we get a lot of opportunities to score, particularly in the second half. Just trust the numbers here and go Troy, Old Dominion over 52. Let's hit the college hardwood. Alabama hosts Purdue, laying 3.5 with the Crimson Tide at home. I don't think this Purdue defense is good enough to shut down Alabama, particularly at home. And that the only way you're going to beat Alabama, well, there's two ways, actually. Number one is that they miss shots, right? And they just don't make them. Kind of like how Duke beat them in the NCAA tournament last year. They scored 65 points. They weren't making shots, and that was it. And the game get away from them, and then Alabama just can't catch up because they're not getting enough shots to fall. But the other way to do it is to push the pace fast enough and be able to stay shot for shot with Alabama and hope to beat them in the last couple of minutes when they miss shots. And that's it. And I don't think Purdue can do that. I genuinely don't. They play a little bit slower, and I don't think they have the shooters that Alabama does at this point in time. Listen, Purdue is number 2 in the country for a reason. But this pace is going to get the better of them. And Purdue went 5-6 on the road last year. Alabama's been excellent at home, 12-3 at home last year. This is a short enough number here at 3.5 that we can back the Crimson Tide. And then we're going to take in college hoops LSU. It sounds like an SEC Saturday. LSU minus 21. We gave you guys out LSU the other night against New Orleans, and the number was way short, and I think we're dealing with the same thing here again. This is an LSU team that scores and pounds people in the non-conference. They're taking on FIU. They're going to outsize them, outpush them. FIU only scored 66 points on the road against Nebraska. This is a shorter number than what I would have expected. We've seen LSU in the last 2 home games to start the year score at least 90 points here. If they get to 90, they're going to be fine because I don't see them giving up 70. If we're under 90, we probably better be in the 85 range because they could get to 65 FIU, but a lot of that depends on pace and how much LSU lets their foot off the gas pedal. So we're going to lay 21 here with LSU. Those are our 4 plays for tonight. Jets plus 7.5 in the first half. Troy Old Dominion over 52 in college football. Alabama minus 3. LSU minus 21 in college hoops. Check out Top Dogs with me and Jeremy Kahn, the college edition coming out today for college football, and the NFL edition coming out tomorrow. Go to my premium page, get a 3-day pass, get a 7-day pass. Hit that subscribe button, smash that thumbs up on this content. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll be back tomorrow. Good luck tonight on all your bets. Go cash some tickets. We'll talk to you tomorrow.